It's our second day exploring the capital of Andalusia, the city of Sevilla. Today we will visit the majestic Plaza de España and stroll through the beautiful Maria Luisa Park. We will then have a look at the Golden Tower, which was the starting and ending point of once flourishing trade route. We will also find out why the decoration of the City Hall was never finished and visit the historic district of Santa Cruz. We'll explore its tangled web of narrow streets, visit its beautiful churches and taste the orange wines at the specialty shop called Orange Tree Sevilla.
Breakfast is served.
Designed by Anibal Gonzalez and built in 1928 for the Ibero-American Exposition of 1929, this magnificent landmark was a showstopper that combined elements of Baroque, Renaissance and Moorish Revival architecture, all with a touch of 1920s Art Deco. This grand half-circle complex and its central fountain, the Vicente Traver, were built on the edge of Maria Luisa Park to showcase Spain's industry and technology. It covers an area of 50,000 square meters and without a doubt is one of the most impressive plazas in Spain. The plaza features a 550-meter canal which you can travel by boat or take a ride on one of the horse carriages for a truly romantic and authentic experience. With its tiled alcoves representing each province of Spain, the Plaza de España is more than just a building. It is a symbol of country's pride, with visitors flocking to take portraits in front of their home region alcoves from all over Spain. Today, Plaza de España has been renovated and adapted for the use as government offices. The grand mansions from the fair have also been transformed into museums, with the most distant one showcasing the city's archaeology collection including Roman mosaics and artifacts. Plaza de España has even found its way into the world of films, with scenes from Lawrence of Arabia, Star Wars Episode II, The Dictator and many more have been shot on its grand premises. The Plaza de España will always be a testament to Spain's rich history and architecture, and its influence will continue to be felt for generations to come. After checking out Plaza de España, we went for a stroll through Maria Luisa Park. Most of the grounds that were used for the park were formerly the gardens of the Palace of San Telmo. They were donated to the city of Sevilla in 1893 by the Infanta Luisa Fernanda, the Duchess of Montpensier, for the use as a public park. Starting in 1911, the entire southern end of the city was redeveloped into an expanse of gardens and grand boulevards by Jean-Claude Nicolas Forestier.
There's only one way to survive this heat.
Oh my god. Is it cold?
No.
No.
Oh my god, I'm boiling.
It It was designed in the Moorish paradisical style, with a half-mile of tiled fountains, pavilions, walls, ponds and benches, with lush palm and orange trees, Mediterranean pines and beautiful flower beds. The Museum of Arts and Popular Customs of Sevilla, that occupies the Madejar Pavilion, was designed by Aníbal González and built in 1914 and served as an art pavilion during the Ibero-American Exposition of 1929. Being a gateway to the New World in the 16th century, Sevilla flourished during the Age of Discovery, as Christopher Columbus, Ferdinand Magellan and Amerigo Vespucci all sailed from here.
We're standing in front of a replica of a ship which Christopher Columbus and his crew made a maiden voyage around the world. Just looking at the size of the ship, which is quite small considering the difficult journey that they had to make. And out of 200 people that were part of the original crew, only 18 managed to return.
The trade made the city of Sevilla an important center of arts and culture during the 17th century. As Spanish Empire crumbled in the 18th century, Sevilla's trade and power faded as well. Constructed at the beginning of the 13th century, the Golden Tower served as a prison during the Middle Ages. Name comes from the golden shine it projected onto the river due to its building materials. Serving as an important point of the city's fortification, a heavy chain was placed across the river to protect the harbor and stop any enemy ships advancing up the river. The tower was badly damaged by the Lisbon earthquake of 1755, and the Marquis of Monterreal proposed demolishing it. However, people of Sevilla objected and appealed to the king, who intervened, and in 1760 the damage was repaired. That same year, the upper cylindrical floor was built, a work of the military engineer Sebastian van den Borch. Having been recommended by a tour guide, we made our way back to the city center to try tapas at the Casa Tomate, and we were not disappointed. The menu features meats, fish, fried foods and a wide range of vegetarian options. You can also enjoy one of the best selections of Iberian cold cuts in the city. All are locally sourced to bring you closer to the gastronomic tradition of this beautiful region. This ended up being my favorite place, and we returned here many times. Century, with the discovery of America and importance and wealth the city was acquiring, it was decided to create a new, larger and better quality headquarters for the Sevillan City Hall. During the 19th century, the convent of San Francisco suffered a military occupation, 2 fires, and lack of care almost left it in ruin. The first restoration project was approved by the Royal Academy of Fine Arts of San Fernando, but could not be carried out due to economic problems with the city council. A second project was approved in 1855, but work suffered continuous interruptions. It was decided to make a facade that would extend the Plateresque building. However, the decorations in the sector were never completed, and today we can still see the facade with stone blocks ready to be carved. Although sculptor Pedro Dominguez started working on the facade in 1890, the work dragged on for almost a century, passing from one sculptor to the next until it was finally abandoned in 1970s, leaving the carvings as we see today. The last in this long line of stone carvers was Manuel Echegoyen. It so happened that in 1966, actress Grace Kelly visited the city with her husband, Prince Rainier of Monaco. The sculptor was starstruck by Grace Kelly and decided to use her as a model for one of the medallions, placing her among the imperial coat of arms, statues of Hercules and Julius Caesar, and stone reliefs of mythological animals. This caused an uproar, and the sculptor was ordered to rectify his work under the threat of withdrawal of funds. In an act of protest, the sculptor placed an effigy of his wife opposite his own self-portrait, leaving the project in its current state.
If you come visit Sevilla, don't walk through this arch. This used to be a monastery, and as men walked through this arch into that door, they became a monk. And today it is considered that if you walk through this arch, you will never get married. So now we're heading to Santa Cruz. The Jewish quarter of city of Sevilla is considered to be one of the most beautiful districts of the city.
The Barrio de Santa Cruz is a labyrinth of narrow streets and alleys dating back to the old Juderia. These narrow streets provide much-needed protection from the hot Spanish sun in the summer, and even the abundant orange trees are serving the same purpose, as they never shed their leaves. There are plenty of shops and restaurants offering true authentic experiences, but being a popular place, it also has a fair share of tourist traps as well. We popped into a specialty craft shop called Orange Tree Sevilla. Here you can find all kinds of handcrafted products made from Sevillan oranges, and you can also sample their selection of orange wines and marmalade. And we thoroughly enjoyed it.
This is also good. It's very nice. It's still, for me, still sweet, but not sweet.
Oh, this one is like a lot stronger. It's got like a little kick to
All
it.
the same.
Couldn't resist and got ourselves an orange wine. It's delicious. We'll link the shop down below.
The Moors were relatively tolerant of other religions. Christians, Muslims and Jews shared the city peacefully during their rule. When Ferdinand III of Castile conquered the city in 1248, he handed over the district to the Jews. Here they could live with relative freedom until the 14th century, when the Alhambra decree was adopted. During this period, Jewish people were driven out or even killed if they did not convert to Christianity. After all Jews were driven out of the city in 1492, the neighborhood was in a bad shape. In the 18th century, it underwent a major urban renewal process, including converting former synagogues into churches. Construction of Iglesia de Santa Cruz began in 1655 and was completed in 1672. The main chapel, designed by architect José Tirado, was added in 1728, and it is the headquarters of Brotherhood of Santa Cruz. We also visited the Iglesia de Santa María la Blanca, just outside the neighborhood, which is a converted 14th century Mudéjar synagogue. The original synagogue was built in the 13th century, and in 1391, after the massacre and forced conversion of Jews, it was transformed into a Christian church, being rebuilt in the middle of the 17th century. This temple stands out as one of the most impressive examples of Andalusian architecture from the first Baroque period. second day was coming to an end, and we spent the rest of the evening exploring the narrow streets of Santa Cruz and its surroundings. Tomorrow is our final day in this incredible city. We will finally visit the Sevilla Cathedral and climb up the Giralda de Sevilla, which offers the best panoramic view of the city. We will explore the Palace of Alcazar and its gardens. This palace is probably the best example of Mudéjar architecture in the Iberian Peninsula, combining Romanesque, Gothic and Renaissance structural elements. We will then try tapas at the famous Bodega de Santa Cruz and end our day enjoying a flamenco show.